Ta-da! We're live.
It's a miracle this is even happening. Phoenix is about to kick his dog through an upright. Adam's about to drive north to kill me with a knife. And I'm probably going to beat them both to it and blow my head off. However,
probably a good idea. Probably a solid idea.
Yes, but I don't have to now since we're actually.
It's all right. We already
live.
got a thumbs down because we're like an hour late, so it's good.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck you. Whoever did that thumbs down, go fuck yourself.
Hey,
we had some problems. I'm sorry.
I hate when my free content is slightly late.
Yeah.
Yeah, and God forbid, that things work when you want them to. Look, by the way, thumbs up, thumbs down, they both mean the same to Mr. AI. So thank you, guy, whoever thumb downed us. You actually helped the show grow. Thank you. We literally, if I get 100 thumbs down and 0 thumbs up, that's 100 thumbs up to the AI.
I mean, Frank's here. He's here.
Yeah, I called my doctor Wednesday and he changed my meds and I'm not passed out in my driveway. Go figure, huh?
I can't find it live. Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
I don't know.
Why can't I find it?
I know. I was just looking for it myself and I don't see it anywhere.
It's not showing up on your YouTube page.
Negative.
Oh, there it is. It's way... Why the fuck? It went out of order. That's weird. Anyway, we're good. What asshole gave it a thumbs down?
Who cares, dude? It still counts as a
I don't give a shit about counting. I don't like the they're late.
Nothing
even happened yet. Boo!
I thumbs down everything.
You're a dick then.
Just because. Where do you think all your thumbs down come from?
Wow.
I know where my comments
Hi, Phoenix. Hi.
I love all the Russian bots I have on my YouTube comments now.
Oh, Russian bots. Okay.
They are out of control.
Okay, Ryan Johnson.
I've never thought. Honestly,
like 35 seconds in, sex, hardcore sex, and I'm like, that's not real, and it gets deleted. Like, okay.
Like, now we got 3 thumbs down.
I gave it a thumbs up. All right, I approve of this.
I gave it a thumbs down because I just wanted to be part of the group.
Let's get into the episode, shall we?
Yay.
Okay.
Theme song.
The following program contains scenes of violence, nudity, and mature subject matter. Parental discretion is advised.
LIW from the Crypt review.
By the way, great transition.
Hello, citizens. Shut the fuck up, Frank. Welcome to LIW Tales from the Crypt review. I am Phoenix West.
I'm Frank Links.
I'm Adam Wilcox.
Seriously, Frank? Seriously?
I'm sorry.
You know better.
I'm rusty, man. I haven't been awake for this in
At
weeks.
least it wasn't me this time.
Adam,
anyway, guys, we watched 7:05 Horror in the Night, and I started off tonight very angry because I prepared 25-30 minutes early to get on here and was about 10 minutes late. And then we had audio problems, and then we had to play the episode, and we had more audio problems.
Yeah.
And we played it, and then the episode was even worse than that whole time. This is my least favorite episode of all time so far.
Episode of this show or episode of Tales from the Crypt?
Yes.
Okay. That's fair enough.
What the fuck is Frank doing over there?
I'm agreeing without interrupting.
Okay. He's pointing at the gremlins.
He just made the international symbol of the donut.
Okay. Frank's over there drawing circles. I don't know what the fuck he's doing, but
just pulling out any movie reference I possibly can before you two leave me in the dust.
We'll keep it at a minimum, kid. This episode is just...
What do you mean you don't know? You don't remember? Never mind.
Anyway.
Sorry. Go ahead. Moving on.
So, guys, Horror in the Night.
Is it horror or whore?
With an H.
It doesn't help. Hope they both do. They both have an H. Does it start with W?
Who mentions the second letter of a fucking word? You psychopath. Who does that?
The one with the R.
God.
It really is a great point, Phoenix. I mean, as far as logic goes, I mean, yeah.
Frank with an R. Frank? What? No. So, I don't know where to begin with this episode. I fucking hated it. It was a failed Guy Ritchie student film. Let me pull it up because I haven't looked at it on IMDb yet.
Okay, the director really loves The Shining, like really.
Okay.
That's one consistent thing about Tales from the Crypt is everybody likes to let everybody know these are my favorite horror movies. All of these here. This week we're going to do this horror movie. This week we're going to do that horror movie, and just show everybody, make sure that everybody knows which horror movie we love the best.
The director, Russell Mulcahy, you might know from directing Highlander and even better, Resident Evil Extinction. Like the
Oh God, that entire series sucks.
Wait, I thought. Never mind. No, I didn't want to talk about it. Fuck it.
He didn't direct all of them.
Okay.
I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
The one that we always mix up with the good director, like there's the one bad Anderson and the good Anderson. I thought bad Anderson directed all of them.
There's more than one.
Yeah, there's a Wes Anderson or Wes W. Anderson. I don't know. Fuck whatever.
You're confusing even further because there's Paul Thomas Anderson, which is the great director.
Okay.
Hey,
Paul
hell
W.
yeah.
Shitty director.
There we go.
Anderson, I don't like him.
Okay, so we're talking about the Paul W. Anderson.
Paul W.S. Anderson, who married Mila Jovovich.
That's the most smartest thing he's ever done was marry Mila Jovovich.
I jerked off to her a lot.
Yeah.
And ruined her career too, because she's actually a pretty decent actress, but she's always in his movies, and his movies suck.
Do you remember her and Timothy Olyphant in that Hawaii movie? The movie where they're at in Hawaii?
I haven't seen that one, but I know what one you're talking about.
That was a great movie, dude. It really was really good. Mila Jovovich is literally smoking crack on the beach.
Yeah, she's good. She's a good actress. I've seen her when she's trying to give a shit. She can actually be good. But
here's a question, Frank. Which of those two would you rather fuck?
Which one?
Of those two people you just mentioned, which would you rather fuck?
I mean, Timothy Olyphant is pretty hot while you're mentioning.
Oh, well,
he's got a supreme obsession with the man.
Huge man crush.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. That's worthy of having a man crush. So.
I have to go Olyphant, dude.
Yeah, at least for the story.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, Mila, she'll always be there, but Tim, he's here now. I gotta take advantage. I'm on my knees.
Yeah,
like that, just like that.
He's supposed to be in The Mandalorian coming up.
Well, he was.
What?
Coming up.
Now it's probably 2021. He will. Like everything else that was supposed to come out this year.
Except the Twilight Zone 2020.
What?
Coming out.
Oh.
Next month.
Really?
Boo.
Yeah. 26, I think. We talked about it when you were gone.
So wait, how many episodes is in the season? 10 or 8?
10.
They shot 10 episodes in a month because they released the list of like episodes, or no, they didn't even release that. They released the actors they were going to have, and then all of a sudden we were quarantined. How the hell did they do that?
I don't know, but they are coming out on the 26th, I think it is, of June. And it says all 10 episodes, but I don't know how accurate that is. But it's on the CBS website. It's on IMDb. It's on everything for that show.
It better be free.
It's been announced. No, it's on CBS All Access.
That's what I mean. Well, you know how all the streaming services have been making themselves free because of the quarantine?
The smart ones are, yeah.
Well, CBS All Access is part of Amazon Prime anyway.
If you see in CBS All Access, they have ads that look like there's like 3 ladies standing next to each other, and they all have "Let's speak to your manager" hair. Every single one of them. I'm like, yeah, that's going to get all the dudes to sign up for that service. Like they got the lady from the that really terrible Star Trek episode, the Karen haircut. Yeah.
The Walking Dead girl.
Yeah, he doesn't know what we're talking about. Yeah, the girl that left The Walking Dead to go be on that show. She's a terrible, terrible actress. Terrible.
Which one from Walking
Michael
Dead?
Burnham. Her name is Sonequa Martin Green.
Her character name in.
Oh fuck! I don't remember the name of her character. She died in a fucking boxcar. Yeah.
What season?
She died. Oh fuck! I don't remember what season it was. She died in a. She was listening to an iPod and she took some pills and died in a fucking coffin.
Oh, was she in the coffin? And
Yeah, she was
the one supposed to kill Negan or something. And
yeah. Botched
she,
that fucking shit up, so she wasn't even good enough to do that. So yeah,
Well,
she was a terrible character.
I would say that was the show that made her do that, but okay, because the show sucks.
She sucks.
They both suck.
Yeah.
It was a whole lot of suck going on.
Speaking of which, Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah.
Terror in the Night
Another whole lot of suck.
begins with two guys going into a building and shooting some people.
Or, no, they shot people, then went into the building.
No.
No?
The building shot some people, grabbed the diamonds, and then they went outside. And then they shot each other.
It starts off a Guy Ritchie heist movie.
Yeah.
Go from there.
You keep saying that. I don't know who Guy Ritchie heist is.
Snatch and Lock,
Snatch. Yeah, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
Echo.
Yeah.
No,
I have Snatches on my list of top 10 movies to watch, actually.
You probably should. Anyway, they go in there, steal the diamonds. They go outside. The guy in the leather jacket shoots our main character in the back or in the shoulder, and then he falls down, and then he shoots the leather coat guy in the back. But they're both alive. Yeah, go ahead. I have nothing. I fucking hate this episode.
Phoenix, were they black leather jackets?
They were.
Ooh.
They look like they were made out of premium glove leather.
Yep. If you're not Earl Hammy Jr.'d up enough, wait. Oh boy.
Now you're just trying to throw out references that'll confuse people.
Twilight Zone. It's not that confusing. Most people know it.
No, they don't. Most people do not know Black Leather Jackets episode of Twilight Zone.
You're right. They've never played it on any marathon I've ever seen.
No.
I don't know.
That's coming up shortly.
5 to 6 episodes away, and it's in my opinion almost as good as the latest one that Earl Hammy just gifted us.
We're not talking about that yet, though.
I know.
No, yeah, we're not there yet.
Look, man, I haven't been awake for this part of the episode in a while. I'm rusty. I'm sorry.
It's all right. They get in the car and he drives to a hotel. He goes in hotel. He talks to Guy. Guy gives him room key. He goes up to room. Alarmed, it's room 305. Yes, someone take over. I don't care.
And by this time, we're at review.
He goes into a very long series of wake up fake outs, which if you don't like those in movies,
run.
How many did it squeeze into this? Was a 25-minute episode? We lost track at about 10, 12, somewhere around there.
Well, I have a hand counter and it only has 3 digits, and I'm 999.
Ran out.
Yeah, I turned over.
So we're trying to figure out, because that's what we do when we get bored with these episodes. We try to figure out what's going on. Like how's it going to end? Like, okay, this guy's in purgatory, or, well, first of all, Phoenix and Frank thought they were vampires, and I'm like, nah, he's in purgatory.
Can you pull the mic closer?
My microphone?
Yeah.
He sounds great.
He's in purgatory. Really? Purgatory.
You don't hear that?
Purgatory.
Echo?
What, Phoenix?
No, I don't hear an echo.
There's an echo.
I believe you.
Anyway, continue. Sorry.
I lost track of what I was saying. I forgot.
Oh, damn it. I ruined it.
Purgatory, like, I thought it was vampires.
It was setting up vampires pretty hardcore.
Now, at the end, neither one of us were vindicated.
No.
Because I don't know what the end meant.
I don't know. I get it. I understand what happened in the episode totally, but it didn't matter. It didn't feel like thematically it paid off in any way.
And I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Intro and outro did not match the episode. I think they got screwed up.
Yeah, the Crypt Keeper's in it. He's doing like he's dressed up like an astronaut, making really bad Neil Armstrong cornbally references like he does. He just being the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah, but he knocked it out of the park at the end there with the NASA something.
I think he called us all assholes for watching. I don't know.
What, National Aeronautics and Space Administration holes?
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
Oh, you know what NASA stands for?
Shouldn't everybody?
Yeah. Why are you saying it?
Because the way you...
I was saying nassholes. It's a pun. God.
Yeah, the Crypt Keeper didn't really say nassholes.
No, he said.
I don't think the Crypt Keeper ever really swears.
They were NASA chronauts or something like that.
He's a horrible, filthy dick on that cartoon, though.
I believe it.
He's like, "You ready, motherfuckers? Let's tell our fucking story, you cunts!" And he starts going.
I told you it's because he's gay.
Yeah,
we have decided that the Crypt Keeper is definitely gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No,
there's something wrong with that.
He loves the cock.
No, it's
going to hell for that. What? I mean,
he's clearly a gay man that died, and he has puns to spare. The man has endless puns, and it just didn't make any sense. Because why was it NASA? And we're all expecting. Because he even says in the intro.
Yeah.
I mean, I could play a clip, but he's like, "Our story has nothing to do with space." I'm like, "Why the fuck are you in a spacesuit then? Why are you?"
He had a helmet on.
The guy next to him was a skeleton, like even further skeleton than he was, and was also in a spacesuit.
I was going to say, like, what do you mean he was? They're both skeletons.
Yeah, but he's like,
and he talks about what happens in the episode, so we can't use the theory that maybe they just film that shit and then just throw it into whatever episode happens to be out at the time. So that's not the deal.
Nick. Oh, poor Nick. The first thing he says afterward.
Yeah,
that was their character's name. Unless it's just a fucking puppet and they throw in whatever.
So they had to make these tiny little fucking spacesuits so they could put one on the little corpse next to the Crypt Keeper and then one to put the Crypt Keeper in. Went through all that work just so that he could say, "Poor Nick."
What are you talking about?
He was wearing a spacesuit, Frank. Remember?
But why was it this big? What are you talking about?
Because he's not a 6-foot puppet.
Yeah, it's his tiny little puppet that they made. Those are not. Yeah, the Crypt Keeper is not life size.
He's not.
No,
he looks like it.
Yeah, I'm sure he's close, but it's a smaller suit.
Movie magic.
Wow, forced perspective. Whoa, special effects.
There's a reason they don't have a human walk onto the set. This little puppet. Crypt Keeper's not that imposing when he's 3'4".
Yes, Frank. The Crypt Keeper is really this big. He's
like I thought he was at least like Peanut size. The horrible comedian.
You've seen those Twilight Zone episodes of marionettes, right? They're usually about this fucking big.
Hold on.
Yeah.
References something, and then he references a cartoon.
No. Who, me? Peanuts? No. Peanut is one of the puppets that.
Oh, okay.
The ventriloquist guy has. It's the one, the purple guy with your color.
No idea.
He's got hair the color of your shirt.
Green?
Yeah.
It's a podcast. You can
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that. But my point being is, I thought he was at least the size of a ventriloquist dummy. But him being the size,
but if he's the size of a ventriloquist dummy, based on your theory, that's a normal size spacesuit for you.
It was proportional. So,
God, this is frustrating.
How do you think I feel? I just found out the Crypt Keeper's like 17,000 times smaller than I thought he really was. I've been living a lie.
Adam's literally at a loss for words.
I'm downright stupefied right now.
I am.
I don't even fucking know.
I feel like I'm stuck in the middle trying to make sense of what the fuck Frank is talking about.
And Adam's talking in song lyrics from Disturbed. I don't know why.
No, I'm not.
Anyway, so intro.
Yippee yippee! I don't get
Moving
it.
on.
Adam
Moving
don't
on.
get
I can't-
it. What?
You fuckers get down. Come on, get down with the sickness. Let's talk about the episode a little bit.
Sure, why not?
He goes into the hotel. Creepy guy gives him keys. He goes upstairs, looks at the number on the door, and looks at his keys, and he's like, 305. Oh my god, what? This key's totally for this door. What? And he looks at it, and then he goes in, and it's a shitty hotel room with like 17-foot tall ceilings. It looks like a cop station. It looks like a, you know that, what's that? You guys probably know what I'm talking about. That little cop station they have in the middle of Times Square, where it's like in the center of Times Square.
One Police Plaza.
It looks like that, where it's this isolated building below nothing, and it looks like that. It's just under this weird bridge.
What?
Look
There's
it up,
a-
Frank.
There's
It's
a what?
door. Yeah, there's the country's smallest police station is in Times Square. It's right in the center, and it's just like you can walk in there. That's it. But it looks like that, where it's a little weird building. He goes in there, and he's in the hotel room, and fucking way too tall ceilings, and he starts to notice weird shit when he goes outside, and it's so impossible to track. I can't tell you what happens next. So we're just gonna kind of say he sees a girl, he goes downstairs, sees a girl, right?
Nirvana.
Something, we didn't hear it. And then and then he wakes up and he's got blood all over his arm because he got shot, and he doesn't really seem to like show the wound.
Kurt Cobain.
And then it goes off 15 times where he wakes up and sees the girl in different spots.
While you're on lithium.
There was that one interesting scene where she's grinding on the guy, and
She was beating his penis with her vagina.
yeah, and his penis was replaced with just a bunch of arteries, just like squirting blood everywhere. So there was that.
It kind of reminded me of the Thing when the head walked away, like before the head walked away.
How many
But,
times
like,
are we going to bring up John Carpenter's movies during this show?
They're great. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not faulting you. It's appropriate. It's
Yeah,
John Carpenter's
because
great.
we're always referencing better directors because we always have this shit. Yeah,
But it's like you always watch it and go, "Oh, this is a piss poor version of that." Piss poor version of The Shining, because all the shots overhead and follow him to the hotel.
how many episodes, guys, have we watched of Tales from the Crypt where it's like a shittier version of a better movie?
The only one I've seen where it wasn't like that was the one with Tia Carrere in it, because I can't think of a movie that would have like made. Airheads wasn't even close, and that's about as close as I can get. Yeah.
The Tia Carrera one, yeah, you're right. Yeah, no, fuck it. Angel Heart, I don't know. That's the best thing I can even.
Yeah, that's not even close. So
Serp-
yeah, I mean, it might as well have been Forrest Gump.
Serpent in the Rainbow. Okay.
No,
Far-
no. Serpent Rainbow was halfway bad, halfway horrible.
See?
Or whatever.
See, we can't even remember which episode's which because they've used the voodoo shit. So many. Thankfully, they didn't do the voodoo thing this time, Phoenix. So we had that going for it.
There's no little stone thing he's putting a fucking tattoo on a guy with Heavy D.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I think Heavy D was busy that day. He was on tour,
Although he does have a
music.
suitcase full of cubic zirconias. So there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here's my dilemma. If this were a solo episode with just me, I would say, fuck this episode, fuck you, fuck these people, and list off their names and call it good. Stop recording.
Season 1, Twilight Zone, episode 19. Greatest episode you've ever done.
Now I'm stuck. And I feel like I don't know what the fuck happens. He fucks the girl. She randomly has wings. So we're kind of going back and forth on our purgatory versus vampire debate. And then she makes him piss himself or something. A bunch of yellow liquid pours out of him. His boner turns into a bunch of veins and wires. And he's like, whoa, and he wakes up again. And this time I was like, fuck this episode. And then he finds the girl again 2 seconds later. And he keeps going the hallway and seeing the guy dragging body parts into the elevator.
And the number change didn't pay off at all.
No, he goes in the room 301, opens it up, same exact room, covered in blood. And then he shuts the door and it's 305. Then he runs around, circles around, and every room is 305. And so at that point, we're going, okay, definitely purgatory, right? And then he goes into the room again, 305, doesn't even matter which one. And he goes into it, and then he talks to the girl again, and she's like, He's like, what do you want from me? Why? I didn't hurt you at all. I didn't do anything to you. And she's like, funny, I said the same thing to you 5 years ago. He's like, what?
Whoa!
His partner breaks in with that Brutus-looking dude from the Guy Ritchie movie, and they shoot him. And then it cuts to like some shithole where it really is, in reality.
Look like John Malkovich, actually.
Kind of. And then he's dead. And they're like, oh, we got it. And they steal the diamonds. And I'm like, what was the point of that? Because it wasn't like he was bad, therefore died. It was the other guys were bad too, but they shot him. And then they got the diamonds. What the fuck? They still killed guys and took the diamonds. There's no morality lesson. There's no grand, oh, this is what's going on. There's nothing.
And how did they track him to that very hotel room?
He says in the end, I knew he would be here. And that's as far as they give you. That's literally what it says.
That's good enough. At least they answered that question.
Was this one released?
Oh, that's what I was looking at before. This was in 1996.
Oh, see, yeah.
I was just going to guess 94, so I would have been wrong.
I don't remember literally everyone being high in 1996 because that's the only way you can enjoy this.
24 years ago and 2 days.
Oh, my goodness.
So close to the anniversary.
Thank you for making me feel even older than I have.
It's all right.
Fuck both of you guys. Seriously.
I mean, you're dude, you're 3 feet already down on the ground.
Yeah, I'm already working on my
you grew a third foot.
My tombstone. Yeah.
No, well, you gotta go down 6 feet. Yeah,
I was joking that it's literally 3 feet. Was the joke? There you go.
Kill me. This is why I hate the mixer thing, because I fucking miss so many things you say. I got to listen to our podcast 5 times to get all of your jokes because they fly over my head so fast because I don't hear them or I don't hear them right or whatever because I can't hear myself. I don't know. Whatever. You're funny.
Frank, you know what I want to do?
What?
I want you to describe this episode to us.
Do it. Do it.
Take 2 minutes, 3 minutes, however long you need.
Okay.
Beginning to end.
Before
the same thing.
Before I do this, I want to preface that I barely heard a word.
None of us heard a word. Go ahead, though.
All right. So,
what you think the point of the episode was while going throughout the plot?
Okay, so
in real time. Sorry.
In real time,
what you're thinking when you're watching it.
As I'm all I was thinking is how can I prove that this is a vampire and not purgatory? And nothing swayed me either way. To this very second. The end.
That was piss poor.
So was the episode.
Wow, how do I follow that up?
Yeah. You could say anything right now. No, but what did you think was going to happen? What could it have done better for you? You know what I mean? Like when you're watching it and you're thinking going this direction, but it's not going anywhere.
Have some sort of continuity with scene by scene by scene. Have a story arc. Have a who, what, when, where, why, how, and then end it.
Yes.
There was none of that, and then all of a sudden they blast off to Mars. I don't know why. Everyone's dead and they got diamonds. Diamonds don't get shit into outer space. They didn't
blast off into Mars. What fucking show are you watching? I know they didn't blast off into Mars.
2020 space endeavors are
no space. No,
we're dude.
The only space thing we already established that the only space thing was the fucking Crypt Keeper wearing an astronaut suit for no fucking reason.
That's what he's getting at. It was out of nowhere.
Okay.
In the beginning and the end, his intro was they were strapped in and the countdown was going, and then they were strapped in, and he had a helmet. Apparently, the helmet was only 3 millimeters instead of 3 feet, like I thought. But whatever, it's fine.
Was it meant to throw us off our game so that we would not guess what was going on? Because we got to a point where there were so many fake outs, we no longer cared what was going on.
Whether it was meant to or not, it succeeded in that.
Yes.
So I can only say yes.
Adam,
Okay, yeah. So this guy gets shot. There's a caper gone bad. Guy Ritchie, blah blah blah. European, Australian accents, what the fuck ever. All right, we get that. All right, there's a caper. Something goes bad. Guy gets shot in the back. Next time we see the guy, he's walking into a hotel that looks like it's out of a Tim Burton movie. Whatever. All right, we've seen this. It's called Beetlejuice. Okay, I'm guessing the guy's in the afterlife. Everything's too fucking off about this show. We see blood coming down the walls. We see 17,000 fucking fake outs, and that's something else. Shows you can only have X amount of fake outs before you lose your audience to where they're exhausted to the point to where they no longer care. This is a 25-minute episode. Movies don't do this many fake outs. Okay, so I'm thinking, oh, so he's in purgatory. All right, we don't know if he's in purgatory. So then we're back and forth about whether it's vampires or purgatory. And see, it's just basically scenes happen. And then the two hitmen that were with him earlier walk out of a building that's been condemned with a suitcase full of cubic zirconias. That is the episode. What would I have done differently? I don't know. Give us some kind of like shocking reveal or have some kind of a middle, beginning, and an end. Do that. That's all I can give you. That's it.
The reason I'm having you guys do this is because I had to describe it, and I think we did such a piss poor job describing it that I don't even know what to say.
I can't do any better. Yeah, we can all take turns. Yeah.
I just want to say I think Tim Roth killed it in every single character that Tim Roth played.
If Tim Roth was in this, we would have said, hey, good performance by Tim Roth. But he's not in it. Tim Roth is not in this episode. Just because somebody has a British accent doesn't mean he's Tim Roth. Okay.
Every single character in this episode was Tim Roth. That's how great he is.
That good. He's that good.
Yes, he is.
You guys see Tim Roth. I see Eric Stoltz.
I thought it was John Malkovich.
But dude, have you not seen 4 Rooms? Tim Roth is the man.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I really like Tim Roth as well. I do, but he's not in it. And
now,
so I'm thinking 96. So this was probably during when those Guy Ritchie movies started coming out and post.
Years before.
Okay, it's a few years before. All right, so that's not it either. So
I would just like to say something, Adam. I don't want to cut you off. Just want to add that if it was Tim Roth and Mila Jovovich, I'm going Mila because Tim Roth is there all the time, more than Mila.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it'll be Timothy Olyphant first, then Mila, then Tim Roth.
A foursome though, that is something.
No, just in order.
Range.
Well, I if I had to do it, I would.
Had to? Or got to?
Somebody has a gun to his head and says you have to fuck something. Yeah.
No, one at a time, and I also need at least 6 to 12 hours in between to recharge. I need a sandwich, a shower, and a few hours of sleep. All right, and then
he tells me he has the gun to my head. I'm already inside Olyphant, so I don't know what to say.
Well, then you know what?
I'm sorry. I had to do it. I had to.
It was just sitting here.
It would have been me.
Itself.
It would have been Mila because Timothy. I would have been up in there before the gun.
Fuck.
Yeah. You almost be too shy. Like you'd fuck her just so you'd be like, I'm so shy. I don't want to ask him.
I mean, I want to keep a little bit of like anonymity about me, a little bit of curiosity.
Multi-pass.
Yeah.
She knows it's a multi-pass anyway. We're in love.
I want him to think I'm like a good guy, and he can marry me. I don't want to like put out right away. So of course I bang the other two first.
I don't want to marry him.
I might.
No, he's already married.
He just wants a one-night stand.
Look, I'm married. I don't need 2. One's enough. Trust me. She's a cunt.
Nobody knows what we're talking about anymore.
The fourth podcast, that's what we're talking about.
I really hope she doesn't watch this.
Oh, fuck this episode though, for real. Fuck it.
Yeah, I agree with what Frank was saying earlier about have a beginning, middle, end. Because as it is now, he walks in a hotel room. We don't know what's going on. And then eventually we don't care, going off what Adam said. Eventually there's so many fake outs that we just lost interest. And we just started making up our own theories and didn't give a shit. And we're not even listening to the dialogue at some point. And so it gets to the point where you don't care what's going to happen. So you're just looking at that runtime going, oh, there's 8 minutes left. Oh, great. You're not invested in the story because you feel like the story's not going to pay off, in which it doesn't. So by the time I got to the end, there wasn't enough little breadcrumbs set up for you to follow. You just kind of, I don't even want to say hitting a brick wall, like dead end with plot. You're just kind of watching it like, oh, you're a passive observer to the story that they're kind of telling you. And by the time you're at the end, it's not satisfying to anybody who would watch this.
This is another in a long series of this show where it feels like we're watching a rock video. Like if this was a video with just some music going on, it would be cool. But since you're trying to follow some kind of a story, and they're meticulously trying to set up some kind of a story with dialogue and pacing and scenes and things like that, it doesn't never work. And then this is like, I've lost track of how many episodes of this show that we've seen this same formula.
I hate the show now.
I do too. Especially since the last one we saw was like the best one we've ever seen.
And it was the one that I missed.
Yeah. It was the one that was directed by Robert Zemeckis, and he gave a shit, and it almost could have been a movie.
I know that name.
Yeah.
Finally.
It happened.
I couldn't tell you what he's done, but I know that name.
It actually happened. At first I thought I dreamt it, but then I had to go back the next day and watch the podcast again to make sure that we actually did see a good episode of Tales from the Crypt. And yeah, it happened.
I feel like we're fooled, but only because it wasn't trying to be a Tales from the Crypt episode. It felt like
it really wasn't. It was almost like a better show than the better episode than the show deserved.
I feel like he wrote a script and was like, "This is a good movie," and everyone's like, "We don't want to produce that." And he's like, "All right, I'll throw it at my show, the show I produce."
Yeah,
he made it into an episode, and that's kind of how it should have been. Really, it makes me want to read the comics and see if these are faithful to the comics.
Well, maybe the comic would actually give us some sort of direction to go in one way or the other.
Yeah, because as of now, there's nothing for any of us to latch onto.
Is there a IMDb or something with this episode that maybe helps us? I don't know.
I would say probably Wikipedia would be better. That would give you some kind of explanation or something. You know, you guys don't have that cool book like you do for Twilight Zone, where you can see what the guy says about it, kind of see if we missed something.
There's a reason there's not a book for this show.
Well, no. You mean multiple books?
You know what?
I think it'd be written on toilet paper. You know,
we're at 37 minutes. I say we call this good.
Yeah, we'll have an extra shorter episode.
Can I call odds on whether Phoenix drops this ball or not?
Go for it. Do it.
1 out of 10 that he doesn't drop it.
It already fell.
See, I knew it. Yes.
One of you guys, both of you guys.
Yeah. I'm gonna say 6. No, I don't know how many. I don't even know how many balls are in there.
I'm going to say 38.
Okay, I'm just going to stick with 6.
38. But he hasn't heard us yet. Okay, I said 38. He said 6. Well, what is it?
Yeah, I'm going to go with 6.
Did you guys not do your plugs?
Oh, were we supposed to do plugs? Oops.
You didn't tell us to. Were we supposed to? Way off topic. Or, I mean, reddragonsradio.com. There you go.
www.raidersofthелostflicks.com if it's a bad movie we want to know about it.
And look like a psychopath saying it.
It gets crazy around here.
Nice. And
now me.
Yeah.
Hey. G58.
I was closer, so I win.
Easel kill ya.
Ugh, I hate it already.
If that said 305, I was going to flip my shit.
Yeah, Frank was way closer than I was on that one.
It was 3 numbers off of 305, which actually sort of makes sense right at this moment. It won't soon.
Also, to be fair, I haven't been keeping track of which ones that we've seen.
I'm saying the 305 on all the doors. 308, 305.
Oh, okay. See, I already forgot about that. We literally just got done watching this episode, and I've already forgot that that's one thing we failed to mention. All of the doors are labeled 305, not 247,
Do you
305.
remember Hellraiser Inferno?
Yeah, I don't think I saw that one. Or no, wait, was that the one where they go to space?
No,
Isn't-
that's
Okay.
that's-
Is that the guy with the pins in his head?
Yeah, I stopped watching Hellraiser movies after they went to space. I didn't watch
Hellraiser
anymore.
Inferno is a good version of this episode where it's
Okay.
what you're talking about. It's purgatory, but it's a satisfying movie. It's super cheap. Don't expect a great movie, but it's satisfying. This episode feels like a shitty version of a Hellraiser movie, which is saying a lot because Hellraiser movies are always shitty.
Yeah, I've never expected anything from them whenever I watch them. I don't remember much about any of them being with.
So check this out,
So
guys.
long ago.
This is my time machine going back in time. Sometimes you should never go back.
I was going to say, do you have a green screen behind you? Or is it blue?
No,
It's
there's
great.
the
Great.
time machine behind them.
It's a time machine. Yeah, I'm in a time machine, Frank. We went back
Right,
and we found out that we shouldn't go back.
Frank, Loitering in Wonderland. Believe it. It's a time machine.
We want a
Magic!
time machine. When do we want it? It doesn't matter. We want a time machine. When do we want it? Doesn't matter.
There, is that one better?
Believe the lie. That looks like a clock. Clock and braille.
No, it's a time. It's a time machine from a very old time machine movie.
1.21 gigawatts.
Yeah,
Digger.
before this is before that.
21 gigawatts.
Yeah,
Great Scott!
I probably should have done the DeLorean. More people would get that.
Oh, that's Robert Zemeckis. That's Robert Zemeckis, Frank.
Yep.
What, Back to the Future?
Yeah, the guy that directed the one good episode of Twilight or Tales from the Crypt we did.
Zemeckis did some other good movies too, but yeah, Back to the Future is probably one of his best.
He didn't
Not
do,
his best.
He didn't do
He also
part
did
3, did he?
Yeah, he did all of them.
Well, then he's got a flunker in there.
That's fine.
I liked 3. Everybody can fuck off. I like 3 just fine.
It's fine.
Oh, Back to the Future 3? Yeah, I like it. I like it too. I like it better than the second one.
No.
Second one's my favorite.
Yeah, the second one was the best one, but the 3's fine.
3's fine.
I think I like 3 because I really love westerns, so that's probably why.
I enjoy a good western. I just hated the ending. I thought the ending was terrible. I mean, if you have a time machine, why keep the train?
It's a movie.
wanted
Frank.
Anyway,
movie.
So,
Yeah. It's
I
a
would
movie.
say they should have written a plot for this episode that involved the audience more in guessing what was going to happen instead of just trying to confuse them and lose them. Because eventually you're like, I lost you, ha ha, and then the audience doesn't care to catch back up with you.
Dude, Miami Connection has more of a plot than this movie.
Sad, but yes.
That's pretty bad, but it has a more believable plot than this movie.
Better ending.
Yeah.
There's one line to this plot. The Shining. That's all it says. The Shining.
Remember The Shining? Remember things? Member berries.
The Shining. That's what we're going for here, guys. The Shining. That's
This
it.
is the worst episode we've watched so far.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to give it a score. It doesn't warrant any points. It may God have mercy on its soul. Fuck it. Done.
You got to give it something.
All right. It's a 2.
4.
4. I'll give it a solid 3.
I'm debating 3 or not. I'm going to give it a 4 because I liked some of the shots. And the acting.
Yeah, that's the only 2s that I gave was like, well, it looks like they were at least trying to make some kind of visual art here.
Yeah, the problem with this is it felt like a fucking student film, which is just
yeah. It had that rock video taste. Like I used to do videos for fucking Skid Row, and now I'm making horror movies, yo.
They had a perfect opportunity.
Skid Row.
Yeah, right. They had a perfect opportunity to give us at least some tits.
Nope.
No tits.
No tits. No tits.
There's no jokes. There's no nudity.
Nope.
I can't come out of my dick or my mouth. I have nothing to enjoy in this episode. What the fuck else is there, guys? What else is there? Nothing.
It wasn't gory because it didn't make Frank wince at any point, so the gore wasn't effective either. It was just a little bit of blood. That's about it.
One time.
Oh, did it? Did the guy with the veins coming out of his dick kind of freak out a little bit? Okay.
Look away.
Yeah.
He covered his eyes.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I didn't see you covering your eyes.
Yeah.
I was looking at it like, oh yeah, show me anything, something, anything.
Yeah. Me too. Me and you were like really close to our screens, and Frank is like,
I have this phobia, dude. I can't see that shit. I just can't.
I wasn't alarmed by that. I was alarmed by the he was gonna break it. That made me laugh.
Mine is
Vandalay. Dude, it was
Vandalay.
It was too comical for even softcore porn. Okay, like seriously, even softcore porn would be like, dude, really? Come on, slow the fuck down.
A 15-minute boxing or UFC match with his cock.
Like dude, you and I have seen a million Andy Sedaris movies. We know how soft porn is supposed to be. All right, so.
Dude, 2 a.m. Cinemax would have laughed at this. Okay?
Skinemax for sure. Yeah, Skinemax would have said nope. Next. That's why this is an HBO show and not a Cinemax show.
I think it's just the debut at like 10 o'clock at night, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, so I do
something
believe
like
you're
that.
right.
Yeah.
Imagine watching this at 10 o'clock at night and being like,
See, Tales from the Crypt has a very nostalgia thing for me because because I was every weekend we would go to my dad's, and there's nothing to do there because it's a 1-bedroom apartment all the time. So I just remember watching Tales from the Crypt late at night on the couch. So
it was during that time where we just watched something because nothing else was on. Now we don't have all these choices like the kids nowadays got all these choices
on demand. Even
it said HBO, and you were like, "Yes, it's going to be stuff I shouldn't be watching at the age I'm at.
It'll be naughty."
And that was it. I wasn't even thinking naughty. I was thinking like, this is more my mental age of where I'm at. I didn't want to watch fucking cartoons. We
didn't want to watch. We want something a little bit more progressive than Goosebumps at this point.
Exactly.
Phoenix knows this all too well. I mean, we didn't know if it was possible, but there was a good possibility that I was going to wreck this couch tonight.
Oh yeah,
that's all I'm saying. You know when or if, but it could happen, and happen more times than not. With this one, there's no wrecking couch in this one. I don't know.
There's a chance I watched this episode as a child and then stuck my dick in the fridge. Chance. Which things on my dick.
Exactly what in the fridge would you go for?
No, literally the accordion thing and press it up against when you close it.
Okay, the magnet suction thing.
Don't give me that face. You press it in, and you're like, oh, it's cool. It suppresses these boners that do nothing at this age.
And then later in life, I found out that that's what anal feels like.
You are having anal wrong.
No, it's just really tight, and then I'm in a big room.
Oh,
it's the best way. It's the best way. It's like hello.
That you're having up there. I follow your anal reference more than I follow this episode, though. So I guess I'll give.
Yeah, his anal reference makes way more sense.
He has a lot there.
And on that one,
if you're listening to the podcast, check us out next week for 308 Easel Kill Ya. If you're watching the live stream on YouTube, we'll be right back with Twilight Zone 514 U Drive with episode 170 of LIW Twilight Zone Review. This is LIW Tales from the Crypt Review, episode 12. I want to say 12. How's that sound?
Sure, sounds good. It's a nice round number. Yeah.
So until next time, in the meantime, I'm Phoenix West.
I'm Frank Winks.
And I'm Adam Wilcox.
So long. Go fuck yourself, episode.